welcome to the second stream. I am DD Donut. We are live on twitch.tv/DD Donut. Welcome to those who are able to make it today. This video will be on YouTube shortly after the conclusion of this stream. I know in last night's stream I talked about the game and the mod a little bit and delved into my current University of Illinois legacy. But today we are going to talk a little bit more about the mod in more depth so that you guys can see exactly what's going on. Hopefully my webcam, the better looking one, holds up. So we're going to dive straight into it. So like I said before, this mod is brought to you by Reborn Sports Network. A amazing team, amazing group of young modders who are, in my opinion, working very hard to maintain 3 mods that they have, including this one. They also have Madden 25, the PS3 version, of course, and MVP Baseball 2007 on the PlayStation 2. So yeah, 3 different mods, trying to make it the best we can, the most modern that it can be, to appease the community and give them another option to sports gaming these days. So our Discord will be in the link down below so that you can spread the word, join yourself, and see what's going on within the community. We're about 5,000 strong. Very proud of that number. Did not see that coming no time soon, especially not during the genesis of all of this. But enough of that. Let's go through each conferences to see the new jerseys. Starting in ACC, and these rosters once again brought to you by our friend RUUT. He has made these rosters based off the 2024-2025 season, which when you're trying to edit over 100 schools, that can be a task. It takes a lot of time, especially if you make it as accurate as possible. So shout out to him. I believe he's in the Discord, and if you see him floating around, give him a hey, or a wave or whatnot, or show your appreciation. I believe he has a PayPal link somewhere in the Discord that you can access if you want to give him a cup of coffee or something for the effort. But without further ado, let's start with Boston College. As you can tell, we have their home jersey and their away jersey. Something to make note of, we are unable at this time to change jersey numbers, so the numbers will stay as default. Some teams is not really much of an issue, especially if they didn't really change the style or the colors. But other teams, it can be a little bit jarring if they did change their colors or just the design of the number is offsetting or off, just off compared to the rest of the jersey. Alright, that's their home and away. Moving on to Clemson. Here's Duke. And then there are alternates that we're not able at this time to get from the tour, so we can't edit it in any kind of way like the rest of the uniforms as of now. I know some teams have multiple alternates in this particular game. Florida State, they have a black alternate that we can throw into the mod, but it's just something about this sky blue that I just don't want to take out. They're probably not wearing it this season, but yeah, that's the story with why the sky blue version is here. Georgia Tech. There's one of the teams where their alternates does not show for some reason, but do not worry, their alternates are in the game. It's just, I believe, a file that the tool wasn't able to eject, therefore we couldn't edit it in any kind of way. Louisville. Now when you see a jersey like this just means that this is a PS3 file. And in order to make it work on the PS3, you have to make it bright, not brighter. Brighter is not the right word, but clearer, so to speak, so that it can run on the PS3. When we drop the next update, this will be updated to be brighter, or at least reflect what you'll see in game. But don't worry, these jerseys are in the game as well. The Canes. North Carolina State. North Carolina. Notre Dame. Again, they're another team with multiple alternates. Okay. Syracuse. Vanderbilt. Don't question why they're in the ACC. Virginia. Virginia Tech. Even if we could edit secondary alts, I wouldn't want to change this. I like this a lot. Wake Forest. And that's the ACC. Check their ASUN. Central Arkansas is another team that does not have a picture for their home jersey, but don't worry, it's in the game. And same thing for the away. Eastern Kentucky. Gonna fly through this a little quicker. Florida Gulf Coast. Jacksonville. Jacksonville State. Kennesaw State. Same story with their home jerseys. Liberty Flames. Lipscomb. Have not had an opportunity to update this team yet. North Florida. Stetson. Or as I like to say their other name, the Hatters. That's the ASUN. Moving on to the A10. You got Davidson with their signature Steph Curry logo. The Flyers of Dayton. Fordham. George Washington. George Mason. Rhode Island. Richmond. I believe their alts are in the game. This is not changed. St. Louis. Billikens. The Bonnies. St. Joseph. UMass. VCU. And that's the A10. The Big East. Butler. Creighton. The Jays. Blue Demons. DePaul. Georgetown Hoyas. Marquette. Providence. Seton Hall. St. John's. UConn. And Villanova. Let's not forget Xavier. That's the Big East, the Big Sky. Eastern Washington. One of my favorite alts in the game. Shout out to one of the modders who whipped this up for the community. Looks even better in game. But that's Eastern Washington. Idaho. Idaho State. Montana, Montana State, Northern Colorado, Northern Arizona, Portland State, Sacramento State, and Weber State. That's the Big Sky. Big South, Austin P. The Fighting Camels out of Campbell. I think this is another team we have yet to edit. Gardner Webb. High Point as well. Longwood as well. Radford. The UNC. Asheville. USC Upstate. Winthrop Eagles. That's the Big South, the Big Ten. You got U of I. Of course, you know this. Indiana. Iowa. Maryland. Michigan State. Michigan. Minnesota. Nebraska, the Cornhuskers, Northwestern, the Ohio State, Penn State, Purdue, Rutgers, and Wisconsin. That's the Big Ten. Baylor, Iowa State, Kansas State, Oklahoma. And yes, we were able to update all the teams based on current realignment. As you can see, Oklahoma with their SEC patch. Oklahoma State. Their alternates are not in the game yet. TCU, Texas. Their alternates are in the game. Texas Tech, the Red Raiders. West Virginia. Yes, the Big 12, the Big Rest, California Poly, CSU Fullerton, Northridge, Bakersville, Hawaii, Long Beach State, UC Davis, UC Riverside, UC Irvine, Santa Barbara, and that's the Big West. Moving on to the CAA in Charleston, Delaware, Drexel, Elon, the Pirates from Hampton, Hofstra, Monmouth, the Aggies from NCANT, Northeastern, shout out to JJ Barrera. Another team we have yet to update, Wilmington, the Seahawks, William and Mary, and that's the CAA, Conference USA. Here's Charlotte, Florida Atlantic, Florida International, LA Tech. Their tool does not allow us to edit their away, unfortunately. Middle Tennessee, North Texas. Man, that's a good looking alt. Old Dominion, Rice, the Owls, Blazers, UTEP. Don't get caught with that UTEP two-step. UTSA, the Road Runners, Western Kentucky, and their beautiful alts, but very creepy mascot. Horizon, Cleveland State, Detroit, Dos Quines, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, IPFW, Northern Kentucky, well, actually, this team is IUPUI. But when you select them with our Reborn rosters, it's actually Northern Kentucky, which is why it's named that way. Everybody's favorite Cinderella team, Loyola, Oakland, Robert Morris, Green Bay have not had their jerseys updated yet. Neither have Milwaukee or Wright State. Youngstown State have, however. Southland, Lamar have not. McNeese State. Their alts are not in the game yet. New Orleans. Nicole State, not updated yet. Northwestern State. Southeastern Louisiana. Texas A&M. Corpus Christi, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Not yet. And Southland Conference. Ivory. Lee. Brown. What can Brown do for you? Columbia. Cornell. Dartmouth. Oop, skip Harvard. Penn. Princeton. And Yale. Moving on to the MAAC. Canisius, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Fairfield. Iona. Manhattan, the Jaspers, Morris, Mount St. Mary, Niagara, Quinnipiac. I know I butchered that, but shout out to them. The Bobcats. Ryder, St. Peter's, Siena. Turn this up a bit. And that's the MAAC. Moving on to the MAC. MAC action, baby. Akron. The Zips. Ball State. Let's get Bowling Green. Can't forget about Bowling Green. Buffalo. Central Michigan. Eastern Michigan, Kent State, Miami of Ohio, NIU, Ohio, Toledo, Western Michigan, the Broncos, and that's the MAC action for you. MEAC, Coppin State. I like that name. Coppin. Delaware State. They have black alts, but I think the blue ones look better. You guys let me know. Howard. James Madison. MD Eastern Shore. Morgan State. Norfolk State, the Spartans. They're nice alts. I like their alts as well. South Carolina State, the Bulldogs. That's the MEAC conference. MVC, the Valley. Belmont have not been updated. Bradley. Drake, the Bulldogs. Evansville. UIC, shout out to them. The Flames. Illinois State. Indiana State. Missouri State. Murray State. Northern Iowa. SIU, shout out to them too. Valpo, and that's the Valley. Mountain West Conference, Air Force. Boise State. Colorado State. Fresno State. Nevada. New Mexico, the Lobos. They have a secondary alt we do not have access to. San Diego State. San Jose State. And UNLV. Utah State. And Wyoming, the Cowboys. That's the Mountain West. The NEC have yet to be updated. Central Connecticut State. This would be Chicago State or Merrimack. Haven't been updated yet. FDU. Long Island, not yet. Sacred Heart, not yet. Lemon, not yet. St. Francis, not yet. Stony Brook. Wagner, not yet. So this is probably the last conference that needs to be updated. And this conference as well. Eastern Illinois, not yet. Mississippi Valley State. Morehead State. Southeastern Missouri. Tennessee State. Tennessee Tech. Little Rock. Tennessee Martin needs to be updated. And Western Carolina. So just two teams from this conference. The Pac-12, or at least as we can remember it as, no longer the Pac-12. Arizona with their Big 12 patch. Arizona State as well. Big 12. California, we went to the ACC. Colorado, we went to the Big 12. Oregon, they went to the Big 10. Oregon State, for the time being, in the West Coast, conference. Stanford also went to the ACC. UCLA went to the Big 10. And USC also went to the Big Ten. With Washington, well, Utah, and Washington going to the Big Ten as well. And like Oregon State, Washington State have joined the West Coast Conference for now. Patriots, I don't believe, have been updated. Army, not Boston University, not Bucknell yet. No Colgate. Holy Cross. Lafayette, not yet. Lehigh, not yet. Loyola, not yet. Navy, not yet. The SEC, Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, Florida, the Gators, Georgia. Their tool does not allow us to even showcase their away jerseys, but they are in the game, so you can ignore this. The away jerseys are in the game. Well, they're right here. Kentucky, who was giving us the infamous invisible glitch that have drastically went down with the latest hot fix. I'm very glad for that. LSU, Mississippi State, Missouri, Mizzou, coming for you, Ole Miss, South Carolina, Volunteers of Tennessee, Texas A&M, the Aggies, and that's the SEC. Southern, not yet. Chattanooga, not yet for ETSU. Furman got updated. Mercer, Samford, the Citadel, UNCG, Greensboro, not yet VMI, Wofford. And that's the Southern Conference. American Conference that, based on these rosters, have replaced the Southland Conference that I think replaced the Independent Conference. Don't quote me on that. But we have Cincinnati pulling up in the Big 12. Eastern Carolina, Houston, LaSalle, another jersey that I like, Memphis, I love their alts too, SMU, representing the ACC, South Florida, Temple, Tulane, Tulsa, UCF, in the Big 12, and Wichita State. The SWAC, that's how I like to say it, but the SWAC Conference, Alabama AMU, Alabama State, Alcorn State, Arkansas Pine Bluff, Bethune-Cookman, which out of the smaller conferences, I think they have one of the best jerseys. Yeah. Florida A&M jerseys, unfortunately, are not in the game, although you may see an updated version here. When you try to put the actual jerseys into the tool does not like it. So we're going to continue working on that tool so that we can bring Florida A&M into the game. Grambling State, Jackson State, Prairie View, Southern, Texas Southern, and that's the SWAC, SWAC conference, or SWAC. Summit is Denver, NDSU, or Roberts, Pacific, pulling up, the WCC, South Dakota, the Jackrabbits, disgusting logo, South Dakota, Kansas City, WIU, Western Illinois. That's the Summit, Sun Belt, App State, Arkansas State, Coastal Carolina, Georgia Southern, that is getting an update. Our friend Zemo would like to update these. He feel like these have not met his particular taste. Not that I agree, but I'm going to let him do his thing. So look for these to be updated in the near future. Georgia State, Louisiana, the Ragin' Cajuns, Marshall, South Alabama, Southern Miss, Texas State, Troy, ULM, the Warhawks. This is a nice jersey. I don't know if I just like this particular color scheme, but this looks good. And that's the Sun Belt, West Coast Conference, BYU, pulling up in the Big 12 Conference. Gonzaga, LMU, Yeola Marymount, another beautiful alt. Pepperdine, Portland. Shout out to our good friend Rapid. He worked hard on these, and he was particularly keen on this conference. Grand Canyon University. You guys seen their commercials? New Mexico State. Sam Houston State. South Utah, or Southern Utah. Stephen F. Austin, the Jacks. UTRGV, Texas Rio Grande. These jerseys was especially interesting to make, so shout out to Rapid again. He worked hard on these. UT Arlington, the Maverick. Utah Valley State. And that's the WAC conference. And there you have it. So as you can tell, most of their uniforms have been updated. Still a few more conferences to touch up, a couple uniforms to touch up and clean up. But overall, you got a completely different jersey set from the game in this vanilla state. So we can take a quick glance at the rosters. Starting at the ACC. Everybody's favorite. #1 overall pick. Put the flag. Get a load of that face. So again, shout out to RUUT or Rut. Not sure how he pronounces his name, but it looks like he spent a lot of time on this. These rosters look good so far. As I turn this down a bit. Georgia Tech, Louisville, Please ignore the Halloween masks. The U. I have the first version of his rosters as I made some edits, so it may look a bit outdated. You guys can let me know. I'm sure he's dropped a few updates since the beginning of the season. Probably gonna look for the main players that I know coming out. So let's head over to the Big Ten. And where's Rutgers? Yes, Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey. Take a look at their overalls. We even changed the abilities to give you a quick description of them. Star means star player. Lightning means you're fast. The plumber shaped C means you put the clamps on people. And then this flower looking optional, you can just call it a regular flame. It's just a regular player. But yes, Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey, the crown jewels of the incoming freshman class. They're both going top 5. Top 6, worst case. We also have a player I wanted to go down here. So, as you can tell, based on the rosters at the beginning of the season, I don't think he was mocked to be drafted. That's why he's pulling up at a 68. But I'm sure with the updates that's been dropped since then, he's had a much higher overall. And he's also mocked to go in the top 10. So, very proud of him, of course, representing U of I. Faithful, loyal. That's my team. That's my school. So it's very good to have the opportunity to watch him play, especially if he declares this year. Is there any other players that I can think of at this time? I should have took a look at the mock draft. There's Omar Ballo, transfer from Arizona, now in Indiana. So yeah, you pretty much get the gist. The rosters are updated. Conferences, unfortunately, are updated as recently as 2022. You're either going to have to wait until they are hex edited to more accurately reflect 2025, or you can try to use the custom conference tool when you are starting a legacy. And speaking of that, I cannot make this any clearer. On PC, when you're using RPC S3 emulator to play this particular mod, when you first boot it up and when the update comes out, that will be fixed. You must go to practice here. It's going to give you a black screen. That's okay. Do not press start. Do not wait. Move the R stick until you see this nice blue icy menu pop up. Go to practice, freelance, start. Let this load up a bit. Start your game. Then just head back to quit game. And it should give you this. That's all you have to do. Alright, with that being said, we went over the uniforms, we went over the rosters. As you can tell, the aesthetics have changed as well. For now, we are keeping to Xbox buttons. The reason we do not have PlayStation 5 buttons, they mess up the other textures. They just don't play nice. So instead of trying to force that and try to make updates around that, we just chose to remove it for the time being. So Xbox buttons. Sorry, my PlayStation friends. I have a PlayStation as well. I get it. I understand. But guess what? If you're a gamer, you're a gamer. It won't matter. Moving on from that, I wanted to features. No. Mainly the other updates are going to come in the form of legacy. So let's hop into my Illini legacy. I don't think I'm going to play a game as of yet. Let's head over to the map. As you can tell, we changed the logo over there. It's supposed to say CEBL. You can probably see it better now. And then Rapid gave us this nice all hands on basketball touch representing FIBA, world recruits. If you look closer to the state underneath hometown, if you can make it out, the letters MB, Mr. Basketball, that was changed as well, and the 5-star rankings to match the overall blue icy aesthetic that's representing version 4. If you can look at your top right, that has been changed as well. Okay, this does not show it, so let's go to my roster. Yeah, the recruiting rating. Alright. While we're here, the 3-point rating icon you can see, or the ability, when you have a high enough 3-point rating, of course. And the 5 mini stars that you see means floor general. So that's somebody that can move the ball around, get people going, get the space going, get themselves into position. Apparently my big man has that for some reason. Alright. The weekly shows, as you can see, we changed the background and the aesthetics up top to give it a more modern view. We noticed that we're not 100% sure if they was trying to replicate a CBS style at the time of this game, but we feel like that's kind of the direction that they was going without necessarily using the branding. So when we went to updating aesthetics around the game and stuff, we said, why not, actually make it CBS? So when we hop into a game, you'll see the scoreboard and whatnot. That's about it. If you take a closer look to Iowa, the logos for recruiting has changed, and also the Selection Sunday logos have changed to represent its modern iteration. I believe we have it changed, yep, here for recruiting as well. And if you scroll up, red shirt has also been changed to give it more of a modern appeal, or at least to make it more apparent. And then Midnight Madness was changed as well. So just little things like that. We cannot unfortunately change logos as you see them here, but they are changed when you start or when you hop into a game. So is there any more aesthetics? I plan on finishing this particular season. I'm not going to rush it to get to the tournament, but we have also updated the tournaments as far as the aesthetics of it, or the assets of it, textures, files, to make it represent more of what the March Madness is going to be in San Antonio, which is interesting, and also kind of a full circle because this game, Final Four in 2007, was in San Antonio. So in a roundabout way, I'm glad we're also able to mod this game and kind of bring it back full circle. But I think that's about it for Legacy, without me actually talking about my team. Just wanted to show some of the things that have changed. And we can hop back into quick game. TV background has changed as well. That features, I believe, Walter Clayton Jr., University of Florida, and Mark Sears from University of Alabama. So let's hop into a quick game. I guess I can always quit the game. I don't need to change the time. Who should we have though? I feel like having a Big 12 matchup. No, let's put Duke out there. Everybody wants to see Duke, right? Or wrong. And then we're gonna have them match up with Rutgers. I just want to see the freshmen go at it. So we hop into the Big Ten as I figure out where the Big Ten is at. Alright, before we start, you may experience, I have worked very hard to get the invisible glitch out that lead to crashing and other things that may have been sized too small or too big or nothing like the original. So if crashing do occur, please, Discord will be provided in the link below when this video goes live on YouTube after the end of this stream, so that you can go to that Discord and go into the support tab and let us know exactly which team are crashing. But without further ado, let's try to get a quick game in. I don't think I'm going to play this one. Just kind of want to show off what it looks like on the inside. So as you can tell, the logos have changed. We changed the courts as well. And after showing off the game a little bit, we're going to take a look at some of the courts and then wrap this stream up. Talking about our boy, Cooper Flag. Ace Bailey, 6'10", 200 pounds. They're both going to be a beast in the NBA. I won't be surprised if they go 1-2 in the upcoming draft. You see Duke Court has been updated. Alright, actually I'm going to move my screen a bit so that you guys can see. Oh, not move the game. Sorry. Move myself. And make myself a bit smaller so you can see the scoreboard in its glory. Even after all these years, it's still a beautiful game, and the gameplay is even better. So if you are able to get this mod running, and if your PC allows it, and for my PlayStation 3 users, don't worry, the mod is available for you guys as well. The invisible glitch that has infected the mod for a while is, I'm not going to say gone, but it's definitely not going to be as much as an issue as it has been in the past. And we will be passing that fix on to PlayStation 3 version. So don't worry, in a week or so, you guys will have the fix as well. So everybody can enjoy. We also have a PlayStation 2 version. I will be showcasing that a little bit later down the road. I'll probably pair that with MVP since they'll both be on the same console. Or using the same emulator. Good shot. It may look cool, but the arm sleeve that you see on Dylan Harper, that is just a graphical glitch from my PC. It does look cool though. But what is not a graphical glitch is the leg sleeves that you see on Proctor right now. We have edited the leg skin to reflect that. So when you create a player, when you're going through different skin tones, you'll see that pop up in different ways for various of skin tones. Scoreboard looks clean. Got our iced out secondary logo next to the CBS. I'm hoping we can get a replay so you guys can take a look at how the replay has been changed. Alright. Let's go back to full screen. Yeah, this game looks good. And of course, if your PC can handle it, you can upscale this. In the future update, we have ways of upscaling the textures to make them look even better than what you see right now. But we wanted to take care of the invisible glitch first before implementing any of that. We also have different textures for the courts to make them shine a bit more. So all those will be brought back in the future update. We used to have that, but had to remove it in order to not only slim down the size of the game, which had people worried or at least asking, because normally with each update the game would get bigger and bigger based on how the tool stacks the files instead of replacing the files. But slimming down a bit seems to have fixed a lot of issues as opposed to getting bigger. He's open, giving the ball.
Number 10 passes it back to the wing. Number 2 tosses it up.
Oh, he got his own rebound. Nice.
Nice job to convert from in close. He didn't mess around right there. Just
All right, timeout.
after those substitutions, because that gives him a pretty inexperienced lineup out there.
So we're gonna wrap this up. It wasn't well. Let's give it a few more minutes. I want to see if we can get a replay.
Leads him with the pass.
This could be it. Nah, they passed the ball too fast. Good dunk though. Malach.
Gets it on the elbow.
We are live on twitch.tv/DDDonut. Link will be in the description. We will be streaming this game for a while now. This is just more of an informative stream so you guys can have more information and know what to expect when you get your hands on this bad boy. Ooh. There we go. Change it to CBS. Includes the new logo as well for your team. In the iced out version. That looks good.
5 minutes left in the half. They're set up in minute.
Alright, so with that being said, we are going to move on and look at some courts that has been changed. Let's start off with TCU, Big 12. I was about to say. As you can tell, take a look at this beauty. This look good, don't it? Shout out to the team. They worked hard to build this. This was not an easy effort. And I wanted to show one more. Georgia State. Where are they? Okay. I think they have a pretty interesting, cool stadium, as you can tell, with the textures that have been changed. Yeah, shout out to Zemo. He worked hard on this one as well. That's my Georgia boy there. Down south, brother. So is Rapid too. He's from a different area down south. Me, I'm representing the Midwest all day, every day. So yeah, so that's going to be the end of the stream. Hopefully you learned a lot about the mod and what to expect. We got some updates on the way, and if things go well with getting the rest of the jerseys in and updating a few more courts, we're gonna hop into working on the tool and providing you guys who PC can handle it. This will not be coming to the PlayStation version or PS3 version, excuse me. But for people who have PCs that can handle it, we'll be updating the textures to make it look better, make it shine better, and then you can upscale it with the emulator from there. Whole new game. So I would like to say thank you guys for those that showed up. This video will be going on YouTube shortly at the conclusion of this stream. Our Discord, Reborn Sports Network, will be in the description below, so please check us out, spread the word. We have a multitude of mods that you guys can check out. We have Madden 25, PS3 version, also on PC. We have College Hoops 2K8 on PS3 and on PS2. We have MVP 2007 baseball, college baseball that is, on PlayStation 2 as well. And we have some other mods that's on the PlayStation Portable that you guys will be able to also check out and see in the Discord. So don't forget to go to this Discord and follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/DDDonut. I'm your man with the plan, and hope you guys check out this mod soon. Looking forward to the next stream. Out. Peace.